Correct.
45. He's in twice in the top 5.
Yeah.
Salah, Henry, Haaland, Suarez, Salah. But he's a one-season wonder.
He's an 8-season wonder at this point. Potentially going to be a 10-season wonder. He's going to be with us for 10 seasons. Whoa.
I feel old.
Yeah. He's going to be with us for 10 seasons. I was 22 when he joined. 17, he'll be 32 when he goes. Hey, you've got plenty of years yet. I was 22 when he joined. That's mad. That is mad.
Wait, he's only 2 years older than me.
No. What are you doing to your body?
Oh, I don't know. You can eat Chinese pasta.
Yeah,
that was good. Hello and welcome back to the latest episode of the Dubs Sessions podcast, presented by me, James Double, aka Dubs LFC. Is not the right one.
Oh,
It's gonna be me.
Right.
I'm just going off the rails right now. We've recorded about 10 minutes of this podcast already. Someone didn't turn the microphone on again. Second time that's happened. So I am not Dubs LFC. I am LFC_J Dubs, and this is my brother. Ben. Here's my brother Ben, aka Dubs LFC.
thank you. Well, how have you been?
Yeah, it's been a good day.
Been a good day. Why?
Oh, I don't know if you want to talk about it yet. What are you doing now? Virgil van Dijk, that's why.
El Capitano has signed. Yeah, excellent news. Kind of knew it for about a week.
Yeah, obviously him saying about like Hillsborough and stuff.
Yeah, that's big. I really love that quote.
Yeah, I do as well. It
what-
shows that
what was
he
that?
is
That
to
was
look up.
I'm not going to get word for word, but I
It
said
was about Salah and then it was about him.
he
And
said, "Oh yeah, you're happy about Salah. You're happy about your goal. Is that the best thing to happen today, or that is like memorable day in your career, or something like that?" And he's like, "Let's not detract from the real like thing
yeah.
about today being Hillsborough."
Did you see Salah's interview?
No.
So they asked him about Virgil staying while Virgil was there.
Oh wait, yeah, I did.
And he
No,
was
I
like,
didn't see it. I heard
it was like along those lines. And then he was like, oh, hopefully he's here. And then like the interview was like sniggered kind of thing. He's like, I said hopefully, I didn't say anything. I said hopefully. Salah
Awesome.
definitely knew at that point that he's already signed.
It's already been recorded by then.
Yeah, literally.
The whole
To be fair,
video drop.
they did well. I will say they did well at hiding the footage. Normally you get leaks of them recording things.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because they were all inside and in Anfield though. But even that, even Salah's one of them. Salah's thrown at Anfield. Normally there is someone else like a steward in the stadium. They must have done that like
really locked down.
really late at night or something.
Well, I did look dark, so probably really cool. How's Twitter been? I mean, surely happy in response to the news.
I definitely haven't said this part before.
He has, and I've just baited him up to say it again. Smash out the pot, Benji.
Yeah, they're really happy, and then they're saying that some people were like praising Hughes for getting both these deals of our mega stars
Which
over
is,
the
like,
line,
very important.
most important players in our system. Well, crucial. Well done, Hughes. No, it's his job. That's what he's getting.
Very Roy Keane. To be like, it's just his job.
Do you celebrate does the postman celebrate when he delivers the post?
No, he doesn't.
Can you imagine if you look down the road next time and you just see his postman? Like,
Oh, he's only trying to tap it. Yeah, right. I mean, he's got a fair point there, to be honest. But say he goes and has like the best summer ever, or even actually scratch that, go back to who was our what director?
Jean.
Yeah,
Is that the one?
Schmecke, yeah. Everyone slated him, hated him, and now he is known as the one that transformed the midfield. It's like, okay, well, when they're at the time, you say they're just doing the job, or they're not even doing their job.
A bit of a sour note actually. Now everything's just going through my head. Have you seen the links with Klopp in Madrid?
What, Klopp going to Madrid?
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. Yeah, like, literally, like,
I hope it doesn't.
I genuinely do.
But then I wouldn't blame him.
Believe it would happen.
If they offer him fuckloads of money,
I don't think he takes
don't
it.
blame him.
He's already on fuckloads of money.
Sure.
I don't think he takes it anywhere near that.
Apparently, they want to get rid of Ancelotti as soon as like
No, it's been announced.
The final's done.
Yeah, it's been announced.
Oh, is it? I didn't
Yeah,
see
Ancelotti to step down after a couple of days around.
Yeah, which is like not even the end of the season.
26th vote.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah. Like, how can that be soured so much? Like, he won them like 4 Champions Leagues in the last 6
It's a
years.
team of individuals, as we said, egos though.
Yeah,
Like I feel like you said it early on in the season, losing Cruz is a big thing for them because they haven't got like
the focal
the respect.
leader.
Like who does Mbappe respect in that dressing room?
No,
Who does Vinny respect in that dressing
they're
room?
all on a level.
The only one that I think they would is Rudiger because he's scary,
or Modric because he's old.
but yeah. But
But
at the same time,
not
they're
in the
not
same way.
leaders.
No.
In my head, they're not leaders.
No, I agree. But yeah, no, I don't think I'll get there. Back to the Richard Hughes thing. Like, if he goes and has the best summer ever, I'm gonna give him praise for it.
100%.
Like you say that, those same people probably have either praised Salah or anyone that they actually like in the team because they'll probably hate half of our team and like half of our team because
I've
that's
seen
usually,
so many things recently. Who was it?
that's
Oh,
usually
someone
how it
slating
goes.
Verge.
Yeah, of course.
And
He's
I
had
was
a
just like,
few
what? He's had a
mistakes
couple
recently,
bad games,
but still
not like him.
greatest defender of all time.
And then he is. And then I quote tweeted it saying like, yes, he's had a couple poor games, but it's not just his ability that is why he is great. His aura, his leadership, like he feels those around him with confidence.
Yeah,
And that's half of it with Verge. Like you just know, like even Grav was feeling confident because he's like, oh, if I fuck up, Verge is behind me anyway.
yeah, exactly. And like he's carried a lot of Liverpool on his shoulders for a lot of the season. Like people giving Salah the props, which right so like carried us through attacking wise for a long
Tell you
period.
what, someone that's underrated this year.
Virgil's carried us through
Or
defensively.
he's not when it happens, but I feel like he gets quickly forgotten about. Is Ali? Some of the game. Do you know what I mean?
We'll get onto it, like 1,000%.
Do you know what I mean though? Like
yeah.
during the game, they're like, "Oh, amazing!" But as soon as the game's over
Yeah.
and it's going into the next week, no one really mentions it going forward.
Like, well, we'll get onto the West Ham one, but we don't win if Ali's
No,
not
100%. There's been many games like that
literally
this year,
at all. Yeah,
and then there's been games where you're like, "If Ali was in goal,
could
we have won?"
And that's not a slate on
That's
the
what I'm saying again. We've always said this year, like on Kelleher,
1,000%.
you can't match the number one keeper in the world.
No, exactly.
There's always going to be some sort of drop off.
Yeah. We'll just quickly run through what the podcast is going to be, though, because that's a nice little introduction. We'll round off.
It was actually slightly different, if you wanted to know.
It was. We tried to make it fresh, just to keep the content fresh for at least us, so we don't fall asleep. But yeah, this will be the same. You're going to tell me I don't need to do the summary.
Why?
Oh wait, no, that was
the pre.
I'm just going
And that wasn't recorded properly.
We'll round off with moment of the week, which we have asked for your faces, and your faces have not responded. But that is absolutely fine. It's on us.
James has gone from throwing me under the bus to throwing you under the bus.
All 1,000 of you Spotify followers out there.
If you don't follow us on Twitter, come along, follow either us two or the Dub Sessions podcast on Twitter, and then you can get involved with our tweets. We can shout you out, we can give your opinions, and we can debate them. And if you want to pop on here at some point, we'll get you on if you want to.
Sod plug me. Appreciate it. I normally fumble my way through that. Was good. Yeah,
I can do an intro.
I'll probably do more tweeting. I'll be honest. I'll probably do more tweeting from the Dub Session podcast than I will my own, just because
he's replied to himself before, and he's nearly had a full-blown conversation.
it was.
Please do it, because
I'm going to do it one day. I'm going to be like, no, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you're amazing.
I'll just reply below with Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, right. Well, I did appreciate your Spider-Man meme to the
yeah, well based.
Oh, this was so it's so cringe about all the Real Madrid what was foreplay.
Yeah.
And then it's just like Arsenal's the same. Yeah, we'll have a bit of trivia for Ben. Test his knowledge of the title winning season previously. Not this one, last one. See what goes. Carry on our theme from last week's pod. If you haven't listened, it is live on Spotify.
Right, now all the time, James is throwing me under the bus. I produced the pod absolutely fine last week, and someone didn't upload it to Spotify. That's right, you raise your hand over there.
It was I.
I feel like we need to start having like a...
Mate, is it live?
About an hour ago.
Oh, not an hour ago. It's about 15 minutes of twice recording.
Right, don't interrupt me. I think...
Sorry.
We need to have some kind of forfeit, like a dunce cap or something.
What, though, we have to wear...
If one of us makes a mistake or something.
Deal.
We could wear one of our old Liverpool tops as a crop top.
Deal.
Oh, no.
That is a deal.
No, not yet, because I need to do something.
All right.
We'll preview the upcoming game against Leicester. I'm sure the pod will flow a bit more smoothly as we get into the depths of it.
It's flowing smoothly now.
Yeah, absolutely not. We'll review the most recent victory against West Ham, which we've already mentioned. But first, we will reference what exciting news has already gone on and we've already partially discussed. We've not actually spoken since
Salah?
the King signed. Yeah, correct. That broke the day after.
I love the announcements. Like, both of them have done so well.
Really interesting that Salah gets a throne and Virgil gets a wooden chair and
A wall.
yeah, I know. At first I thought it was like wooden chair in a museum, but Hall of Fame.
Oh, I just thought, man, because he's a brick wall.
Oh, do you think? Is that what you took from it?
That's what I
Like
just said. Thought on the spot right there.
golden frames and Hall of Fame and that sort of stuff, I thought. But Salah gets a throne in the middle of Anfield. It's a bit different.
Well, he's the king.
He is the king, and that was really fair enough. I really like the announcements
Yeah, so
in general. We'll start with Salah. We've already mentioned Virgil a bit. We'll briefly go into him in a bit. To extend on what we've already said, Salah's timing of his announcement. Did you read anything into it?
what do you mean?
So, two things. One, you were referenced.
What, the 11th?
The 11th of April. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that was intentional?
I reckon it could have been in terms of they signed within a week or two. They're like, we'll do it on the 11th.
Yeah.
Not like Salah wasn't like, I'm going to do it on the 11th of April kind of thing.
Yeah. My other thing is morale.
100%.
Fulham loss.
My thing
before the next weekend, obviously, all the passion around Hillsborough and the remembrance there adds fuel to the Anfield crowd even further, if that's even possible around that weekend. Just the King signs and
yeah,
we'll get onto it, but the King signed and hit the ground running straight away.
Yeah, 100%. One thing I will say, does Trent resign now?
It's a really interesting one. That is the third discussion point of this topic, but we will skip straight there in our usual Ben fashion. My question is actually slightly different.
For all of the listeners out there, James slapped his hand and his brain did the malfunctioning.
Because my question actually is something different. So we'll start with your question. Will this sway Trent? Is Trent waiting to see what the other two
This is what I'm not sure. I don't know if sway is the right word. I don't know whether he was waiting for this.
Yeah.
Because if they don't sign, does he not believe in the project anymore? So he goes no matter what.
Yeah.
But now they sign. Is it make his decision harder? Is he more like, well, they've stayed
in two ways?
Now let's fucking do this.
If Trent wants to be captain, he can't have it for another 2 years.
2 years, yeah, that's fine.
If
he's never going to be captain of Madrid.
If he signs a 6 year, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's really interesting because again, it shows the ambition. People say shows the ambition.
If he stays, he goes down as the best right back in the Prem of all time. It'll be hard to beat Dani Alves as the best of all time. I don't think trophy wise, I think it's impossible. But
not necessarily
ability wise,
the next
it depends. He could break so many records, and I think it's still a toss up.
He's still not said anything.
He still hasn't said anything. Which now, the longer that goes on, the longer I'm like, wait. Is he coming back?
I flipped and flopped.
So have I. It's dangerous.
I don't know how to feel. But if he confirmed internally that he is gone. All right, actually, we're going to stop there first. Did you see Real Madrid PR machine turning the second they got kicked out of the Champions League? Trent's deal is done. Just blasted everywhere.
And then Klopp
absolutely mental.
Was the same one.
Klopp as well.
So,
yeah. Obviously to give their fans something.
And Maka, have you seen the links with Maka?
No. They're just like Liverpool players. And then
Grab's agent, do you see what he said?
Yeah.
And he had to clarify. He had to clarify that. For those that don't know, I didn't see it. Grab's agent got quoted saying it's their dream to play for Madrid. And then Grab's agent replied to someone on Instagram saying that's not Grab's dream. Grabs loves it here. It's my dream. Agents run their mouths, man, and I hate it.
It was a slightly better response than that. Because
I'm just summarising.
You paraphrase, that's fine. But he essentially said,
as in, like, what he
this isn't a now thing. This isn't
this is
what we're thinking of leaving. Anything like that. It's just who doesn't want to potentially be a Galactico at some point in their life. It's always been a thing.
Sort
No, I
of.
don't even think he said that.
No, he didn't use that word. I'm paraphrasing on your paraphrase, but
And now I'll paraphrase on your paraphrase, that paraphrase on my paraphrase.
correct. Go for it.
There was nothing in his thing about what Grav said. He
No.
said Grav doesn't think any of this. This is all my opinion.
Okay.
Because basically he thinks Madrid's the top. But
Yeah.
Grav doesn't think that. Grav thinks Liverpool's the top.
Okay. Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
What does the Salah signing bring to the team in general? Because obviously, I asked the timing
Big
question.
dick energy.
Big dick energy is huge. I think that's Virgil actually, but we'll move on. Confidence
100%.
in everything. Negativity in some aspect.
Wait a minute. While we're on Salah.
Go on.
Oh no, that'll be in the game, won't it?
Go on.
Well, he broke the record, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is that in the game?
I haven't got it written down, so go crazy.
He broke the record.
Yeah.
For most of goal involvements in a single year.
Correct.
45. He's twice in top 5.
Yeah.
Salah, Henry, Haaland, Suarez, Salah. But he's a one-season wonder.
He's an 8-season wonder at this point. Potentially going to be a 10-season wonder. He's going to be with us for 10 seasons. Whoa.
I feel old.
Yeah. He's going to be with us for 10 seasons. I was 22 when he joined. He's 17, he'll be 32 when he goes. Hey, you've got plenty of years yet. I was 22 when he joined. That's mad. That is mad.
Wait, he's only 2 years older than me.
No. What are you doing to your body?
Oh, I don't know. You can eat Chinese pasta. Yeah, that was good.
Is there some negative aspect of him staying at all in your head?
No.
No.
None.
Not from a team point of view, I agree. Not from a Liverpool fan point of view or a challenging point of view.
I don't think there is any negative that he could bring.
Elliot?
He wouldn't play anyway. So I don't like him. He'd get someone in it. Chiesa would play over Elliot.
Chiesa? Like,
He's going for
I'm
10
just
games. He's going
talking
for 10
about
games.
yeah.
So Chiesa will get minutes this year if he stays. I don't think Elliot stays. Elliot wants to, obviously. Elliot loves this club.
And I love Elliot.
If Trent leaves, he's more of a scout than Trent.
Wow.
Everyone's saying that, though. Everyone's
seen
saying
what
about
Paddy
Palace
said?
and stuff. Huh?
See what Paddy said? Called Trent a lizard.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like one concern of because of how Salah is Salah.
But I don't think
it locks down that right wing, and then
Slot doesn't rate him anyway. Whether Salah's there or not.
I appreciate that.
Whether Salah's there or not, I don't think he'd play Elliot.
But does it stop us getting his replacement because they know they're not going to play until he goes?
Or vice versa, would you not want to play with Salah for a year before he goes?
Not if you're not going to play, because Salah likes to play
But if you want
90 minutes of every
Yeah, but
game.
if you want to train with him, if you want to learn with him, like
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
as a youngster, say you're up and 21-year-old winger, you're like, let me go learn from the best before he leaves.
I did find it interesting that Salah hasn't really been taken off before the 85th minute the whole season. Signs next game slots like off on the 70th. I don't need to make you happy anymore. Get off. Hilarious.
But yeah, if anything, it's gonna so if we're not speaking about his position, if anything, it's gonna attract more players
Because it
to all
shows
the others.
ambition and attitude.
Imagine strikers will want to play now,
Especially with Vince. He's changed his
how
game.
is great, mate. If we get a decent striker that just finishes everything,
Here we go.
I don't think Salah will be scoring much, but he'll be assisting 30, 40 goals a year.
What do you think the hold-up has been? Because I've heard rumours of money or contract length or...
I think it was contract length. I don't think money was the option.
No.
I still think that they compromised. I can imagine them. What was Salah on before? Was he on 350?
I think it's 350. It's 400.
It's 400 now.
Plus a lot of bonuses.
They wanted 3, I think.
Yeah.
I think they wanted 3, but they've compromised on 2.
Salah wanted 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Virgil on 3?
No, he's
on 2. Yeah.
I think
Virgil would have wanted 3 as well. I think they both would have.
Yeah.
So I can see that being the stumbling block, and that's why. And then they're like, fuck it, we'll stay for 2 years because we're scouts.
Which is my next one is apparently I've heard rumours that many clubs, or at least a handful of clubs, approached Salah's agent.
Yeah,
and there was always a one-liner that was provided to everyone, including Saudi League, basically all the Saudi, was literally just like it's.
Oh yeah, he's been offered like billions to go there, and it's something
It's
crazy.
only Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, it's feel like it's just Liverpool.
And then Verge said today it's always been Liverpool, and he was all like got headhunted by others and approached and stuff.
PSG.
Well, yeah, but it's absolutely hilarious because I think some bitter Arsenal fan quote tweeted it like, "Oh, what? Just into Miami and the Saudi league?" No, mate. PSG literally had conversations with him, but
Potentially could be the ones that win the Champions League.
yeah, he still said that.
Yeah. We'll move on to Verge then, just briefly. Again, we've obviously said how excited we are for it. Does his last few games concern you in the slightest?
No,
A blip or just
no one's perfect.
the new norm?
If it happened for 10 games, then yeah,
Yeah,
2 games don't judge a person. I'm strong believer of that.
yeah.
Like they're humans, they're not performing monkeys.
And the thing I hate,
Performing robots, monkeys can still make mistakes.
fair play. The thing I hate from it is Virgil's been flawless and almost more than flawless.
He's been unreal this year.
For what? How many games? We're 32 games in. He's been flawless for 27 games. Made 3 mistakes in a row, and everyone's like, he's dropped.
But at the same time,
no,
like
he's not.
if you think of a mentally what he went through, losing the final, getting knocked out of Champions League. Obviously, not just him, the team.
Yeah.
But not only that, it's just funny how the 2 games were before he signed. So is that him in his head deciding, like mentally draining, deciding what to do, whether to accept the contract and compromise
Yeah.
on something that he might want more of, like an extra year or something?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you just don't know what they go through.
No, not at all.
One of their kids could have been sick. Like this is like no, not Ted Lasso. It's Ted Lasso, yeah. Roy Kent. When he says in that interview that he got in a fight with someone on the pitch. Do you remember?
No.
In Ted Lasso, when he does the interview, he got in a scrap with someone, said something about his baby or his wife or something like that in training, and then the guy literally got kicked out of the club because he jumped Roy, but Roy was only messing, and then he found out the next day or whatever the next week that his baby had died.
Oh well. Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know what they're going through.
No, not at all. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Well, that's it.
That's why I don't like slander. Even if they're playing bad, criticise all you want, but don't. There's no need for names. There's no need for slander. Telling people to get the fuck out of the club. All this kind of shit.
Okay, then that phrase,
get the fuck out. It annoys me so
club.
much.
I'm like, if you're saying that, this isn't your club.
Just zip it. You don't need to say it. If you think that, you don't need to say it.
No, absolutely not.
Especially on their posts. That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going to try and mentally impact one of our players who's playing for you and trying to win games for you? Why are you going to try and make them negatively, like, have a negative impact even more?
Like,
get behind them instead. Even if you don't want them at the club, just get behind them.
Say Simi's injured right now.
Yeah.
And the way, and we'll get onto it, but Robbo's been slandered again. Well, what do you want to happen? You want him to stop playing football?
Yeah, 100%. Leave the club right now, this second. Okay, then who's playing after that?
Exactly. Like, it's literally a joke and ridiculous. Rather than supporting him and getting him back to form and helping him.
And then when it comes to the summer, be like, I think he should go. Not get the fuck out of my club.
Correct.
I think he should go because his time's up. Something like that.
Thank you for everything you've done.
Yeah.
Like, he's been the best left back in the Premier League for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Up to probably this year.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I don't want him to go yet.
No, I'd rather him stay and get another young left back.
Me too. I completely agree. But yeah, you don't need to slander your players because the whole point, you're a supporter. You're called a supporter.
Yeah. Support them.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
No. What are you doing?
Anyway, we went off a bit of tangent.
We did. We'll quickly circle back to Trent just briefly because we didn't ask my question. If he has internally said, I'm gone.
Start going to leave again.
Do you think he gets shadow banned for the rest of the season?
So I've seen, I don't know who tweeted this actually. Someone tweeted this saying that question. If Slot knows Trent's off, does he play Trent?
If we win the title this weekend, no. Trent doesn't play again, and that's not an opinion. That's how I think Slot will
so if Trent plays a few games, what would that say? Like people are saying, you can read into it. If Trent is still playing.
Yeah, really interesting.
Because Slot is brutal.
Yeah, he is.
And if Trent is picking Madrid over his team, he's going to be like, Bradley's playing well. You're not getting it.
No, why would he?
Yeah, literally.
Like-
This is my starting right back next year. Why am I not going to give him more experience?
Yeah, the minutes and experience and getting him when it doesn't matter as well.
Yeah.
He
100%.
can't be chastised.
Against
He
us.
can't be
Yeah.
blamed. Nothing bad.
And one of those games will be against Arsenal. He could play against Martinelli and stuff and get more experience on that.
So what we're saying is,
What we're saying, what people are starting to say, or like this one tweet, and it just kind of hit it.
with the exception of rotation and
Yeah.
minutes, if Trent starts 2 games in a row, Trent's staying.
2 or 3
I'm
games.
here for it.
But
I'm here for
There's
it.
just a higher chance of him staying.
Yeah, no, I get it. I really like
if
it.
Slot knows he's going, you're not going to play him, are you?
Yeah.
Unless you need it. Unless you think you need to. Like, say we lose 2 on the bounce, you're like, fuck, start trying to get this win.
Yeah.
But
Really interesting.
I don't see him starting this weekend.
No, I don't.
And then I think depends how.
Oh, wait, he's not back until next weekend anyway.
How is he not? Is he individual training or is he team?
Yeah, I think his next weekend
Okay.
was his due back pick.
Oh, I think he was in training this week when he was Gomez.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, that's what I've seen. That's why people are saying.
Well, Joey's back.
Yeah, Joe was in training as well. So I've seen him individual training in the background.
If Joey's going to summer, get him a goal right now.
He posted Virgil.
Yeah, I saw that. And that shows the team.
Play Joe right back. Can you imagine? Imagine if he subbed Bradley off for Gomez
And
Trent's on the bench.
Yeah, that
says everything.
That's also damning. Yeah.
Anyway,
well, just a final point on this very briefly, because we did discuss it last week if you listened to the pod.
I didn't listen to the pod.
No, you were in the pod. Lots of discussion around summer being busy. A lot.
Yes, I actually think it will be.
Yeah. So
like every reporter, like Ornstein, like Slot, Verge, Salah, everyone is actually saying it's going to be.
So I'm thinking left back. Yep. With one left back going probably.
Yep.
Trent situation.
Few Premier League clubs are interested in Sydney.
Apparently, he deserves it as well.
Yeah.
If Trent goes right back, if Trent doesn't go, probably not a right back, but you might get a centre back, right back cover.
Yeah.
Gomez needs someone in defence for backup for Virgil. We need a left side centre back. That is going to be a youngster, absolutely fine. Hato, is it?
Why can't? Right. So if Gomez stays, he can play that role. But I do agree we need a young one.
Yeah, we need the next Virgil basically. We need the next Virgil for 3 years' time.
I don't want Hoyson. However,
not aerial enough for me.
No, I think he's absolutely class and he's a baller. In 3 years, he's going to Madrid.
How do you think?
He's Spanish.
Okay, fine.
And he's already been linked with Madrid. He's 19. Madrid won't come for him yet.
No.
They will come for him in 3 or 4 years and get him to run his contract down again. So I do not want to touch him, even though I think he's class.
Fair enough.
I rate him, and I actually said last year that I think we should get him.
Yeah.
Before Bournemouth signed him.
Wow. Yeah, no, fair. We'll need someone there to back up Virgil.
So if we did get him,
yeah,
I think Quanza's gone.
Agreed. I don't think Quanza is favoured by Slot. I think first Ipswich game of the season, we were like,
But then I seen a post today saying Quanza's not for sale. I can't remember who said it. I don't know if that came from Slot, but
I don't mind it either. Like I rate him personally. I just don't know if Slot does. Is my issue.
Still young, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So we're on 3/4 so far, depending on that right side centre back. Rotation for Grav.
Yeah, proper. Oh no, we got Endo best. You need
you need a
rotation, starting rotation.
Starting rotation, probably that can rotate with Shobo or Maka as well. So another dynamic person, but
Lever.
Focus. Yeah, exactly. Perfect example. I don't think we need any other midfielders.
If we get rid of Elliott, do we get De Bruyne?
Not happening. There's literally zero chance of that happening. Unless he just wants to come on the 80th minute.
He called it a little post.
Did he?
There's a City fan.
I'll take him because he's a Liverpool fan.
There's a City fan that uploaded it with like a crying face.
Go on, son. I'll take him.
I would take him for a year just because it'd be fucking hilarious.
I would take
and he's class. If he knows he's going to be a squad player and you're not going to start, then
yeah, he has to be accepting of that fact.
I can see him doing more of a Maka role, not Shobo, for pressing wise.
Well, he'll be
Maka's rotation.
He will be our answer to Trent leaving if you can give him the space.
Imagine putting him right back.
No, but like the way that Trent
takes the ball,
everything.
If we need to unlock the defence,
if we can give him the ball and give him space with the ball to do the pass, he could be our solution to that.
Not that we would, because we'd have to pay extortionate wage.
Right wing, I'm happy with Chiesa if he's happy to stay there as the backup to
100%.
Salah. Having Virgil and Salah frees us up a lot, by the way. So we're currently on 4/5. I think Jota and Nunes both go.
I think Nunes is definitely off. I don't know about Jota.
I think Jota goes too.
I think Slot likes Jota. I think his injury record is the only thing.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah, 100%. But I think Slot likes him, so I think I see us not buying two strikers. I see us buying one main striker.
Yeah.
With competition for Jota, and I think Nunes has definitely got.
Yeah, I think Nunes, and the only reason I would say Nunes has gone is
we get most money from him as well.
Yeah, that's why I think.
Yeah.
So we're on 5/6.
I just hope he doesn't go to another Premier League team because
don't need a left winger.
I think Diaz could go as well.
If Diaz goes, probably do need a left winger then. So we're on 7/6, where it was at 9.
But the only one needs to be starter striker. Left back. Well, left backs. Yeah, left back is a starter.
Left back was a
Kirkes.
Left back. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about Kirkes. Yeah, so he would be a starter straight away. Learn from Robbo. But start straight away. Yeah, I agree, which is insane.
You go spend 100 mil on striker, 40 mil on Kirkes, 45 mil, whatever, and then you spend 100 mil across the other positions,
which is like 20 mil youngsters.
Well, actually, you'd probably go 150 mil if you were selling Nunes and Nunes and Diaz alone will be over 100 mil together.
Yeah. Don't mind it. I'm excited if we're going to have.
I'm excited.
I'm not.
And it's going to be Slot's team.
Yeah, this is it. I'm not excited for what I would say half of football Twitter is excited for, and that's just new.
No.
People through the door. I don't care about that.
No, I don't either.
I'm really interested and intrigued as to
what team they build,
player types, who we're getting in. Did you see what they're going to say? Is Klopp used to have a personality trait that he went for.
Yeah.
Mane, all those people, they had personality traits. Did you see Kirk's Instagram photo?
No.
I am incomparable.
Oh no.
Yeah, and literally so many Liverpool fans are like, we don't do egos here. So that's an interesting.
The only thing, I think the only thing with that is you have Shobo keeping in check.
Yeah, and he's young. So.
He's going to look up to Shobo as his captain.
And then we do have Darwin Nunes, who
Virgil van Dijk will be next to him.
Correct. Which is pretty scary. We did have Nunes who painted himself as a Greek god in video form. So, AI video form. Yeah, exactly. We'll move on to the West Ham game then. A good result in the end. We got the win in a weekend where Arsenal dropped points again. A step closer to the title. From my memory of the game, and I was in a pub in Prague, so a couple of beers down, but Liverpool in the first half, very dominant.
I'm trying to remember as well.
Very in control.
What's happened since
Salah was just like doing Salah stuff. Like, he was unreal that first half.
Yeah.
He was our way out.
James is not on the table, by the way. Sorry, you should go.
He was our way out. He completely had their left back on toast, sort of thing. Every touch was perfect. Kept taking them on, kept creating chances. Obviously set up Diaz's goal with his Trivela pass again.
Yeah. He did play well.
What was your take?
He played well.
On the whole first half?
Yeah, I think we should have made the most of our chances, basically. The only thing is we haven't been making clear. I think we're not fast enough in taking our chances.
Yeah.
We try and find. I know it's going to be his way and it's going to be frustrating. It's just sometimes you just need to shoot or a director pass instead of playing it to try and get the perfect pass.
Yeah.
I know it's his style, but and also I spoke to Dad, I was at Dad's watching, and Dad also brought the conversation of Anfield and the atmosphere, how it's like hit and miss at the moment. And we were talking about half it's probably to do with the style of football compared to the Klopp's heavy metal.
Yeah.
Where you're excited every minute of the game because you don't know if you're going to concede or score.
And as a football fan, there is an element of me which would always prefer Klopp's football.
Yeah, that's what me and Dad said as well.
Just because it's energetic, it's fun, it's Ange Postecoglou with a little bit more security.
Yeah.
People love watching Tottenham.
Yeah.
But I would hate to be Tottenham right now.
Yeah.
So it's that balance of I get it, but at the same time, Slot do this for the next 30 years. I'm absolutely fine with that.
The difference is if we went 2-0 up as Klopp, we can still concede 3 because we're so heavy metal.
Go 2-0 up with Slot is pretty much done.
Literally.
Endo comes on and it's like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done here. No, I completely agree, and I do think that plays into the crowd a lot. The only times I think the crowd has got up was when it probably felt like the team needed them more than the system needed them, and then that's when the chants start, and it fuels the players
I
themselves.
think
It just
Slot said it.
puts a bit of bite in
I think
it.
Slot said it himself though. Like at Anfield, all it takes is like one goal or one chance, and he even admitted like my tactics won't stay because it's Anfield and it will just swallow the players up, and you just go, you just do what's natural to you.
Which is football.
It is
It's
football.
nice, good.
Yeah,
They'll have a muscle memory from the training ground, which is
yeah, yeah,
the
100%.
main thing.
Patterns of football, but yeah,
These are professional football players. Like,
some motions as well.
you
Yeah.
think about when we play
Playing in the
65, it's
best
not
team.
pretty, but you can play football without coaching,
Yeah.
can you? West Ham did get some joy though, quite a lot of joy really. We anticipated it in the form of Bowen and Kudus. Obviously, incredible save, fingertips from Ali on that Kudus effort, which I knew he was going to be a massive threat for them because I rate him so highly. The one thing I would say about that actually is for everyone slating how poor the Premier League's been, West Ham were a very, very, very good side, and they're sat 17th.
Okay, go. As we're on that subject,
Yeah.
where will Madrid finish in the Premier League this year?
Where would Madrid finish the Premier this year?
I've seen someone say 8th, which isn't unrealistic.
Could be lower, but yeah.
This is what I mean.
Just like think of genuinely, and this isn't being ridiculous.
Madrid just lost to Arsenal. How much was it? 5-1.
Well, there you go.
And they're 11 points behind us.
You know exactly who they are. They would be right now 6th. They're literally Chelsea in terms of leaky, have to score more goals than they concede.
I would say, yeah. On their day, though, like, if we go through that, so let's name it, right. So, a bit of a tangent.
Fine.
Go through the thing. Who could beat them?
Who would beat them?
Who would beat them?
As in a game or in the.
Over 2. We'll go over 2 games.
Over 2 games? So Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle,
Yeah.
definitely on their day. Forest, definitely the way they were this year.
Yeah, 100%. This is what I mean.
Man City.
Depends what City turns up.
Yeah, exactly. Chelsea, again.
I don't think Chelsea.
Not over 2 games.
No, I think Villa do, though.
Villa could.
I think Bournemouth could if they were playing in on form.
Well, yeah. Up until about February. Up until they played Liverpool, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Until when they're unbeaten for like 16 and then played Liverpool and we beat them. Yeah. That Bournemouth, 1,000%. Fulham definitely could easily because attacking.
This is what I mean. Like, this is why it's the most competitive league in the world.
Brighton could. Brentford proved they could do it to anyone on any day, really. Palace don't. Everton don't.
No, Palace don't. Everton don't. United definitely don't.
Spurs don't.
No. So that's what.
Wolves don't.
So we're saying up to 11th could beat them.
Twice. With a couple of maybes in there. Yeah, I'm not against them at all being anywhere between 6th and 10th.
It's mad.
In general, but and I will say if they had the full squad, very different.
Yeah,
the full squad, top 4, like absolutely fine. But the way they've been this season,
fans saying like, "Oh, is this the Madrid team that terrorised English clubs for however many years?" No, mate, it's the team we beat 2-0 this year.
Yeah, it's not. It's not suiting. Yeah, very interesting question.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
We'll just talk about Ali and how great he is against West Ham. So we mentioned it earlier. So obviously that save against Kudus. The amount of times he's on one-on-ones and they've managed to break. And Ali has this way of defending one-on-ones.
Yeah,
but I know exactly what it is. He goes down late. Like he goes down so late.
He's got to be the best one-on-one keeper in the world,
easily. And that's not even bias. That's not even exaggeration.
The only other one would be Martinez for the final of the World Cup. But
no, but that's one game.
One game, yeah.
1,000% the best one-on-one keeper consistently over a period of time because he's just so good at that positional. You're not going to get by me, and if you do, you're probably going to go wide, or you're probably going to get tackled, or something else is going to happen than you score.
Yeah.
The only times he's ever ropey, I'd say, are never. No. I know corners are always a big thing against Ali. It's usually where we've been unfortunate. That's just because of how many bodies are around him for him to do his thing.
Yeah, I think corners have changed over the last year or two thanks to Arsenal.
Yeah.
And Newcastle, I think.
We need to be better at corners, but we'll come on to it.
But like the pushing and shoving and grabbing and all this kind of stuff, but Arsenal complain when it happens against them, but that's all they do.
Yeah.
And push people out.
Well, it's literally
their free kicks where they push them
Yeah,
to
I
make,
was going to say,
make people
they
honest.
hate it on the defensive side, but it is literally their attacking game is doing it. West Ham definitely came out in the second half and dominated us in the second half, I'd say. Like, they were definitely the better team. We were sluggish. We were
That was
slow.
very moany.
That proves what the move
That
was like
was
then.
shit
Yeah, fair.
and
Well,
lazy.
we were poor the second half.
Yeah.
We were. There was moments, still signs of quality, but it went from being a dominant first half
What
to
happened actually?
moments second
Oh
half.
no! Wait, no, I'm getting.
Well, maybe we'll get onto it in a minute. But we'll start with their equaliser,
What's the score?
2-1.
Yeah.
So their equaliser. So Virgil Robbo.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I'm thinking back to the Fulham game a bit. That was a Macca screamer.
Yeah, that was good.
There was something that happened in the West Ham
Just
game
wait.
that interrupted.
We'll get onto it. I think. I think I know what you're talking about.
Interruption. I think it was a foul.
We'll get onto it. I think I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. So their equaliser obviously was miscommunication between Virgil and Robbo. Who do you think
Both.
was more at fault?
No, both.
You think both?
If Robbo's not there, it goes clear anyway.
He's a professional
But-
football player.
but
So
Robbo-
they're definitely talking.
But Robbo's trying to clear it himself.
Yeah.
So it's both of us fault.
From Robbo's reaction, I think Robbo has literally
Shouted.
shouted. Well,
Yeah.
actually, Virgil confirmed. Virgil said, "Yeah, Robbo called it. I
Yeah.
just tried to deal with it."
Yeah.
So that is like 100% Virgil's fault to
Yeah.
me.
But
Because
Robbo got blamed.
and then you see Robbo's reaction afterwards. He's literally so. I didn't even think about that. Virgil cried, kicked him in the face as well, which I was just like, I can't believe he's just broken his neck at one point. But he's probably a little bit tizzy that he just got kicked in the face and then not listened to and ended up being the one that scored the own goal.
So he probably laughing his head off in the change rooms after.
Oh yeah, after the win, he'll be fine. But at that moment, he was livid. It probably shouldn't have got that far, but from how poor we were, which is causing these breaks, it's one of those things you've got to deal with it, and it was miscommunication. So, yeah, you mentioned that many used it to get on Robbo back again. Is that
Yeah.
on Twitter?
Yeah. Just slating Robbo again. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of this thing that I
So-
think changed the game. I can't remember what it was. I think it must have been a foul or some situation, and the energy just got wiped from us.
Oh, okay. Not what I was thinking then.
But that could be the Fulham game because we were on it, and then something happened, a break in the game.
No, I don't recall that. Don't know that. Trying to think.
It's one of the games.
Fair.
But that seems to happen like because we were at it, and then like just a slight break in the game because people like dive, foul, whatever,
Yeah.
and we just calmed down. I'm just like, guys, come on, get back to it.
Pick it back up. So the response after
Yeah, why are you doing that the old time?
literally pissed me off. I literally said straight away, I was like, I hate how we have to concede and potentially ruin our odds at winning the title sooner rather than later. And now you will get a better game.
Well, I
and
understand
try.
controlling the game, but why aren't we like this until two at least? At least
Get to
two
two.
goals,
It should
not
be
one, two.
I really want a balance of Jurgen Klopp until we're 2-0 up,
Yeah,
slot the rest of the game.
can we have both?
Like, just put them together.
Yeah,
Siamese twins.
just have them both on the bench, and then you just sub the manager.
Slot's like, I'm getting too angry, Klopp. He just walks up to the fourth official, like,
It's just Klopp until we go 2-0, and then you switch them for Slot.
all I've got an image is after Klopp's done his stint, is that reaction when Lucas Leiva shot that time in.
Yeah.
He'll be loving life. A lot of less stress as well, I'm sure. But after that, obviously, we kicked up the gear. And I feel like Virgil himself was like.
He was pressing like high.
When you see Carra's analysis, the counter press,
Yeah.
the fact that it was a counter attack from the corner and he pressed that guy, pressed the second guy,
Yeah.
pressed the third guy, we managed to win the ball back. And he's like, okay, let's go again, sort of thing. Really good to see that reaction.
Yeah.
Ownership, leadership. Should do it all.
Virgil was probably like, shit, I basically just scored an own goal and I'm signing my contract this week.
Yeah, well, I'm about to be announced. And I needed to be off the back of something good.
Yeah.
He did it intentionally. Robbo's like, my ball, Verge. Verge, my ball. He's like, yeah, it is. Kick. I'm going to score the winner here. Yeah, it's really nice to see the aggression of us getting that up the pitch and getting to the goal. Obviously, Was this the one where should Paqueta have been fouled for the corner?
Oh, no, right. So whether you are, it's not, or you are. If you are, because that's what Roy Keane said, wasn't it? I remember this. Roy Keane said it should have been a foul.
Okay.
Then Liverpool should have won against Everton.
Oh, because it.
Kanate got pushed.
Oh wait, we're on about the push here. Okay, I'm not
Because
about the push.
No,
But for us to get the, well, I'm pretty sure this was it. For us to get the corner, Maka fouls Paqueta
something like that. Yeah.
and like bumps into the back of him. He falls
Well, that's
over.
even less than what Kanate got done.
He dives.
Yeah.
Paqueta dives, and then Maka goes on, and then it goes up for a corner, and then we score. It's dive. At first, I reacted being like, "That's a foul," and it looks like a foul.
Yeah, 100% it's a dive.
And it's Maka, and I'm like, "That's definitely a foul when it's Maka." But when they then showed it again, not even a slow one, they just showed it, and Paqueta literally sticks out his bum and then just does like a full blown dive. I was like, "Okay, no." But yeah, everyone's saying right. I could not believe anyone said Virgil on Fulkirk was a foul.
Maybe that's what it was then.
Yeah, there was just that.
Yeah. Or maybe that's what I'm on about. But
Yeah, that is what
this is what I'm trying to say. Like, if that's a foul,
then
Kanate's
Kanate's is
100% worse.
Yeah,
So you can't have both.
No.
Pick one.
Yeah.
And either way, we win one of the games
Correct.
and draw the other.
Correct.
So
No, I completely agree. And it's not a foul.
no, it's not.
This is a
But
contact.
Kanate's was a lot worse. Kanate would have got to that ball.
Regardless, football's a contact sport, and I hate how there's no contact allowed.
Yeah, but Kanate's was worse.
Fine. No, I'm not on about that though. I'm just on about the concept
Yeah.
of that isn't a foul.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's getting stupid.
And it is literally just the slightest touch. And like Fulker doesn't even move that much. He goes a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not even, and he's a guy.
That's one of the worst things about this whole the modern day football. And the slight touches to waste time. It's just a joke.
Yeah, it is.
But the rest let it happen. That's the worst thing.
Yeah. Fine. 8.5-minute winner though. Virgil kisses the badge. At that point, did you know he was signing?
Yeah.
1,000%.
You got you.
The reaction, everything, all of it. Even if he hadn't decided to sign down, he's like,
I better sign now.
This feels good. This is the time. The one thing I will say though is the whole game I've been saying how awful we were at corners. Like, and relative to the whole season, like maybe some of our corners today were better, or on the day were better. But we are like bottom 3 for corner conversion in the league. Probably we get a lot more than other people, but still we don't convert them barely ever. Virgil goes and does that, which is amazing. But in my opinion, I want 90% of our training sessions to be training corners.
I think we've got better since Mac has been taking them.
Yeah, they've definitely been better crosses. Definitely been better crosses. But still, not converting as much that we should. It's just my one thing. Move on.
Yeah.
So Leicester preview now.
All right, I'm going to get one of these. All right, I'm going to go 6-0 finally. We're going to win 6-0. And Arsenal losing 2-0 to Ipswich. And I'm going to cry on Sunday night.
Better subtext to that. If you watched the first ever episode of the Dub Sessions podcast, go back and watch it if you haven't. We did the preview for Ipswich, and we mentioned about how our late granddad was born in Ipswich, raised in Ipswich, and was an Ipswich fan. If you can do it,
you can do us a favour.
Ipswich can do us a favour. We're partially, have a fondness towards Ipswich anyway, but they could be Arsenal, and then we win the league this weekend.
And then give us the Lafferty
On the same weekend.
as a squad player.
And then just do this little handshake and be like, that'd be great. So you said 6-0, so some stats to back it or not back it. They've failed to score in 4 of the last 5, only scoring twice against Brighton in their latest game. The last 3 meetings against Liverpool have been 3-1, 3-1, 4-0, 6-0. The 3-1 was obviously with Slot, but that was when Velasquez had just joined. The mood is very different now.
Well, they're already done, aren't they?
Yeah. Wait, are they confirmed, are they?
Oh, no, that's Ipswich.
Not quite, yeah.
No, it's Southampton.
Southampton's definitely done. Yeah. In terms of their threats, I remember the Samari in midfield just being a dominant midfielder in the same way that Southampton have a player, Believer was for Brighton. That classic, like, midfield.
Maybe I'll go 6-1, because if Vardy plays, he scores. He loves scoring against us.
Well, I've got 2 other names here who were on their bench against Brighton and came on. Jordan Ayew always scores against us.
Yeah,
And Bobby Cordova-Reid always scores against us. They both play for them.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be 6-3. 6-3. The one thing I would say about them is see much about James Justin, right back?
He used to be decent, but
got injured for a season or 2. Like, came back this year. and I haven't seen much lately. But when he first came back, I was watching, and I rate him really highly.
All right,
The
that.
age, yeah,
Tony Diaz or Gakpo.
27.
Easy.
But attacking wise, he's very good.
He won't be able to attack.
No, well, just
Teams like this can't attack with their fullbacks
no,
as they get punished.
they have to sit.
They have to sit. That's their fucked.
Yeah, fair. So we'll go straight into the lineup then, because it feels pretty easy.
Yeah.
No changes, done. Robbo, Simi, because that was changed last game to Simi.
Who's the game after that?
Spurs. Then Chelsea, then Arsenal.
I don't actually know it. You just don't know it was Simi. I don't know. Who's that right wing? Sorry, man. Got up at 5 to go gym.
Don't know. It's got Vardy up front.
Yeah, Kulusevski could play there.
Oh, you mean you're on about Spurs?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were on about Leicester. Yeah, they got Brendan Johnson usually on the right, but Kulusevski.
I can imagine starting the Simi playing Spurs 100.
So
Maybe Robbo.
So they have got talking about
Yeah.
Leicester. So they got McAteer on the right wing, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
choosing where they got Patson Dijk.
I reckon Robbo could play this one.
Yeah, I don't see massive pace. There's some there, but don't see young pace that's going to come and sort of destroy him. I can see Robbo bouncing back in that game.
So Ali, Bradley, Kanate, Verge, Robbo, Grav, Shobo, Maka, Salah, Jota, Gakpo.
Sounds good. I agree. The only one you might start doing is Chiesa. If we can get him some minutes, that'd be awesome. Get him his Premier League medal.
Yeah, he plays left wing, yeah, because we want Salah to get as many goals as he can.
Yeah, fair play. And then you said 6-0. I'm going to go for a 3-0.
I'm definitely actually going 6-0 Salah hat trick.
I'm going for 3-0. I think Salah gets one.
We hope. Oh, wait.
Maka gets one. We
might be away.
I want to say we're away because
I think we're away.
We're away. Yeah, Maka, Salah, and I reckon Virgil scores again.
I reckon Salah hat trick, Gakpo, Shobo.
Ali.
I was going to say Gomez.
Oh, Joey G. I want Gomez to score. Will we win the Premier League on Sunday?
No.
So you don't think?
I don't think Ipswich
Do it.
Who's
Arsenal got next weekend? So bear in mind when's the semi-final?
Doesn't even matter.
No, but I'm just intrigued when we potentially are going to win it. Oh, because we're going to win both. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if we win this weekend, next week it doesn't matter. Does it?
So Ipswich, then Crystal Palace.
Isn't there
PSG's the weekend after that?
And then it's us.
And then it's Bournemouth, and then it's PSG again, and then it's us.
Yeah.
So potentially down and out after losing to PSG, and then they have to come and play us 4 days later at Anfield. So, yeah. Interesting. Cool. Moment of the week.
Salah and Verge.
Salah and Verge signing.
Yeah.
Completely agree. I quite like the Virgil kiss in the badge.
Yeah.
As an option. You put the tweet
Salah Trivella pass.
You put the tweet out, not Liverpool related, but Liverpool revenge related. Real Madrid crashing out in the Champions League in that style.
Yeah.
It was a win-win watching.
It was a win-win. I really didn't care who won that game.
I liked it. Yeah, cool. You ready for your trivia?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. So as mentioned, as mentioned, the theme is the 2019/2020 Premier League season. Questions mixed easiness or difficulty. Good luck. Some of them will get quite hard, I think.
You guys give us a go and let us know what you
I think you'll get it.
do in the comments.
Right. Who was the manager?
Oh. Klopp.
Correct. So, which team did Liverpool beat 4-0 at Anfield when they lifted the Premier League trophy?
I don't actually know this one.
So, I can give you I've got optional clues that I'll make up on the spot for each one. You can tell me if you want the optional clue. Obviously, towards the end of the season, Chelsea at home
We play Chelsea at home. I'm beating 4-0.
Correct.
Why did you say Chelsea at home? You told me the team.
Oh, damn. Sorry. I changed my mind as to what my event was, what my clue was. Don't know my clue now then. You got that right. It was the one where Frank Lampard
Was it that one?
swears yeah, that was the day we won it. I'm pretty sure. That's my memory of it, anyway.
But we won because they lost.
Yeah,
Because we were
exactly.
in a
So
hotel.
they won like 2-3 weeks earlier.
Oh,
That
that's
was
why I was
the
getting
first
confused.
home
I was like,
game.
hang on a minute.
Anyway, it was Chelsea, by the way.
Yeah.
Good guess, well done. GG. Who scored the first Premier League goal of that season?
Salah. No.
Ooh. Bonus point if you say who it was against.
I'm going Mane.
No, it was not.
Firmino.
No, it was not.
Salah.
No, it was not. Cult hero.
Firmino.
No, I said no, it's not.
Genie Wijnaldum.
No, striker still. Cult, the guy.
Origi.
Origi.
Oh, it was Origi.
Yeah, Divock. Trent assisted him as well. St. James. Who provided the assist for the first Premier League goal of the season?
Trent.
Yes, he did. That's my bad. Should not do this thing.
Who's Divock against?
Oh, yeah. Get your bonus point.
Brighton.
No.
Damn it. Who?
Oh, my clue is Suarez.
Everton.
Why is Everton the clue for Suarez?
Because he dived.
Okay, think more about Suarez scoring.
What, Arsenal?
No, why is that the clue for Suarez?
Norwich.
Thank you. The greatest hat trick literally ever in the history of the world. And you're going, oh no, Arsenal. No, it's Norwich. Sorry. Anyway, Liverpool only lost 3 games in all competitions before the suspension of the Premier League. Who handed them their only Premier League defeat before the break?
Watford.
Correct. Do you know the score?
3-1.
Oh, 3-0. Close, not bad.
I thought for 3-0, I was like, no, we've got to score that.
During that season, which Liverpool player made the most appearances?
Is there a tie or not? Is that a trick question?
Not a trick question. There is a singular player that played every single minute.
Ali.
No, because Ali got injured in the
I was
first
going to
game.
say that, but then I was like, what? Surely
Adrian!
Surely Virgil got injured. See what Virgil Salah.
So what's your guess?
Did Virgil get injured? Did Salah go after?
When has Virg ever got injured?
He was out for a whole year.
Exactly. Was it the year we won the Premier League?
So it was Virgil.
Yeah. Who was Liverpool's goal? I keep spoiling this quiz. Who was Liverpool's goalkeeper for the opening Premier League match of the season?
Adrian.
Oh, I didn't spoil it. No, it was Ali. He got injured in the first game. I just said that.
Oh,
So Ali was the keeper because he got injured.
but then technically Adrian played.
Opening of the match.
You didn't say opening the match. Did
Opening of the Premier League match.
you? No, you did not say match, did you? You said season.
Match of the season.
You didn't say match.
What? Who
Who
finished?
played more minutes technically that game?
I don't know how.
That will be decided.
I remember him saving a penalty. He came on and saved a penalty straight away. I think. Or was that in the cup?
Anyway, carry on.
Anyway. Who finished as Liverpool's top goal scorer? And how many goals? Salah. And how many goals?
32.
Oh my God, no. Has he ever got a 32 goal season?
Yes, in his first year.
So why did you say it then? Why treat me like that? Not that many.
25.
No.
22.
No.
19.
Correct.
I've probably just listed every single one of his seasons.
Probably. You're probably not far off.
It's probably in my head.
In general, I think it's 22 now. I think 25 is one of them.
I'm pretty sure 32 was his most.
32
rings
rings to as well. Liverpool went unbeaten at home in the Premier League season.
Mm-hmm.
How many games did they win?
Oh, just in the season?
In the Premier League season. So, what? 19 games at home. How many did they win? At the fixture list.
Is it 19?
Yes. 38 divided by 2 is 19. What are you challenging me on?
Because you're just in a teasy mood right now.
I'm
It's
not
hilarious.
Get off me. How many did we win?
15.
Damn. You don't know anything, do you?
18.
Yeah. Who did we draw against?
City.
No.
Right, this was actually 5 years ago now, okay? So
Burnley. Sean Dyche.
Fucking Burnley.
Had a fight in the tunnel with Klopp. Who
No,
wore?
we won City, actually.
Who wore? This is a weird last one, but fine, whatever. Who wore the number 15 shirt?
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Well done. I've said you've got them all right, but you definitely didn't.
No, I definitely didn't. I'm getting old and I'm tired.
Let us know how many you got.
Probably
Whether you did better than Ben or not.
I might get a trivia for you next week because you're worse at trivia than I am.
I won't mind it. I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll do trivia. What? I don't mind it.
Or shall we do the little game I suggested?
Oh yeah, I like that. Do you want to intro it now or not?
Shall we? Or shall we leave them in suspense?
Tell them.
Ah, okay. So next week on the Dub Session podcast, we are going to do a little game at the end of the pod where we each draft players from not the top big six.
What are we calling Big Six now? Because we currently got two of the Big Six sat on 14th and 15th.
Yeah, big six.
So
Technically big because they're still the biggest clubs, not top six. Difference between top six and big six.
So 14th and 15th are included in Big Six.
Oh yeah, they are.
Damn. That's fair. I was just trying to be Batman.
If I said top six, then I was wrong. But so let's clarify. So no Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, United, Chelsea, or City. And we each have to draft an 11 from the rest of the teams. And you guys vote which team's best.
I like it. I know I'm actually going to do a little bit of prep for that.
Yeah, I wish I just sprung it on him, man.
I know who my keeper is. I better get that first. Who's your keeper? Damn it, you go.
I don't know. I'll leave you in suspense. But I start next week.
Oh wait, that was the start. Best out of 3.
Maybe next week.
Fine. All right, finished.
Yeah.
Finished. Thank you again for listening. As Ben rightfully plugged earlier on, please just get involved on Twitter, follow the accounts. We'll try our best to keep the content engaged and enjoyable for your faces, and we'll shout you out as much as we can on the pods. Had a few interactions with a couple of our tweets, but yeah, it'd be good just to grow the community and get you guys involved. Leave a like rating or a 5-star review, anything like that. Just share the pod with fellow Liverpool supporters around the world. It will help us just carry on talking rubbish about the best team in the world. And if you do enjoy it, let us know.
The best shade of red. That's what you always say.
It is the best shade of red, and it will always be the best shade of red. But yeah,
They're the same shade.
yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, mine looks darker.
Yeah. It could be because of how they're woven.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about rubbish.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've been James.
I've been Ben.
And you've been listening to the Dub Sessions podcast. You'll never walk alone. See you directly.
See you directly.